Right, moving straight on, I'm going to be using the Patriot chuck. It's a chuck that Robert Sorby makes themselves. Over the years, for many years, 6 or 7 years, we were the agent for a chuck, various chucks available on the market. When we decided not to be an agent anymore, we decided to make our own. But what we wanted to do, with all the experience that we gained over those years, was to include a lot of the features that we felt weren't included in that chuck, and also the other ones that are available on the market might be missing. And that, as I say, that's a good thing with my job, is that I get to talk to all you people. And I get the feedback from you, and then I can take it back to the factory, talk to the guys in the factory and say, you know, the customers are saying this, that and the other. So we can, you know, hopefully include those things in new products when we bring them out. So with the Patriot chuck, I'll pass that round and you can have a look at that. It's a little stubby one. Everything's the same. You've got the 3 sizes of head. Still got the sharp teeth, still got the spring-loaded pin. But instead of a Morse taper, you've got a short, stumpy body. You've got the 4 flats, so the jaw slides right down onto the flats. You've got the nose of the jaws, goes down in there to stop any movement. So rather than keep taking your chuck on and off between your work, you just pop that in. That's located in there. I can do my spindle work. Once I finish, pop that out, and I can do my bowl or whatever. So basically, we can utilise this as a safety feature to start with. So the spring will hold it at whatever position you want. So what I'm going to do is just wind it in until the teeth just touch the surface of the wood there. So it's just touching the wood there. Okay? So it will have enough to drive it, but with very, very little force. So as I say, if I want to take small cuts with a tool, take some light cuts. If I hit a knot or something, the wood stops, but I don't get that awful kickback that I would where the wood is trying to force it round. No issues, the heart's still beating at the same pace. Now, particularly with the softwoods, sometimes when you're coming in with a gouge, if you get under the grain in the wrong way, it'll actually splinter and it'll tear along. So sometimes with a skew or something, what you'll do is do a slice and cut. It's almost like a fire break in a forest. You put a gap in there, so when you work into it, nothing else is going to happen beyond there. So, I come into there, pick up the bevel, it goes straight down. I've now cut that grain down, so I can work any part around here without it worrying I've got any worry of it splintering. So I can do the same as I was doing earlier on, onto the heel, up to the nose, I've got dust, and now I can rotate down to there. Because of the flat top, you can get right down into that detail. You can get lovely crisp detail. I can come down from the other side and just finish that off and make that nice and clean. Keep that bevel rubbing all the way across. Now, whether you can see in the light, I'll pass it round in a second. But also these perfect crisp corners, absolutely beautiful. On a piece of wood, it's very, very tatty, very soft, very open grain. So what we're going to do is push the tool in perfectly horizontal and allow that front face to run on the surface of the wood. Once it's spinning, it'll be at its working speed. So then, what I do then is lift up the handle. I'm not putting any pressure on, I'm just allowing it to rub against the wood. Lift up the handle and listen for a change in the noise it makes. As soon as the teeth the very top of these edge of these teeth start to cut. That's what does the job. That will make a shh noise, and you'll start to see the shavings coming off. Hold it at that angle, and then you can work from side to side, creating your spiral. So, in, up against the face, lift it up. It's now making a rattling noise. There. All we're going to do is just go backwards and forwards a couple of times and turn it off. And there we've got the start of our spiral. Can you just see that? There?